To my channel. If you don't already, we are going to be doing this thrift store flip. You guys, not even sure if I paid $1.91 for this. Okay. Not even sure about that. But if I did, that's the most I paid for this. Isn't this the most unique thing? It's got the great velvet back. Love, love, love this little picture frame. It almost looks like a clock. You could probably turn it into a clock. I am going to just do one of many things. I'm going to use one of these like wood flower things that I had in my stash over here. And I'm gonna go, I'm gonna set this to the side, but we're gonna work on taking this. It looks like it might have been originally gold, or gold was the base tone because there is some gold in here coming out. I'm actually gonna go back to the gold on it. Um, I'm gonna save the piece of glass. I'm gonna take those little numbers off there and clean it up just a wee bit. But actually, I think I'll use my spray here to get the numbers off of there. I'm going to use it because I'm going to actually just adhere that to the glass, the flour. Okay, so just take. I've got this stuff from the hardware store. This glass cleaner spray way, and it should. Am I on the right side? I don't even know. Let me clean it up here. I thought this would take it off more than anything. We should let it sit for a minute. So if you guys are new here, say hi. Let's see what we got going on. Good evening, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. So, you guys, we can reuse this for multiple purposes. You could take this glass out and put yourself some different pieces of cardboard in its place. You can just use this as a template for it if you want to keep changing things out, because you could do something really cute in here, like just something as simple as some scrapbook paper in here. Okay. A napkin, rice paper, something along those lines. You could fill this in and change it out seasonally. But right now, we're just going to take this metallic paint that I have here. But I'm going to actually take this baby wipe and just wipe this down. Being that it's from a thrift store, we really don't know whose grime or dirt we've had, right? So just give it a once over here. There are a few little imperfections in it. There are a few little notches out in a couple different spots. But that's all right. We don't care because this thing is adorable. I think it's adorable. I have had this sitting over there for a really long time, and I actually put it inside something. I didn't even remember I had it. And so I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I have to craft with that because I wasn't gonna do anything." So let's get this metallic paint open here. Get my little handy dandy opener. Hey Gloria. Oops. Ugh, I know. So tough for me anymore to open things. And this one, it always settles no matter how long it's been. And I didn't use this that long ago, but it really settles. Hey, I think it's Diane, Michelle. Welcome, everybody. All right. I've had this for a really long time. I think it's Harvest. Was it? No. Soft Gold. I don't know where I got Harvest from. Way off. Okay. Let me get a paintbrush here. We're going to see how this is going to adhere to it beforehand. I had thought about spray painting it, but then I was like, you know what? Then I can't craft it tonight. So I'm gonna see. I'm not actually. I'm already knowing I'm not gonna dig that. So I'm gonna go with an undertone of paint that's not metallic, and I'm gonna use this chalk paint behind me here. And I'll use. I think I'm gonna use this cashew because I think it'll be. Mm, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the cashew. I think it's gonna look the best with it. Um, and then we'll come dry it and come over the top of it with the gold. So I'm just going to start in a different spot and that can dry up better. You again, you could spray paint this, but I do have some other things. Stay tuned. I have some blah, thrift flips that I'm going to be doing with some spray paint. And that's going to just show you how adding a little bit of spray paint to something and how it can change the whole look of it. Kind of like this is going to look. This would look cool just like this too, you guys. I need to get in here and get rid of some of that extra, I think. I don't even know where I found this or when I found this. Obviously, I found it thrifting, but I'm pretty sure I know which thrift chain it was from. It's called Value World here in Michigan, but I just have had it for a really, really long time. So don't forget, Moldwood is on sale if you guys are looking for any more of that. I will get some links in here after the live and place it in the description. But creativecraftingbykatie.com is the website. Chunky wood cutouts. Look how cool this is turning out just by doing this. No, definitely cannot make a nice perfect circle. Whoever's asking that, you must know me all too well. I cannot, but you won't see it because you've got that. So you don't need a perfect circle, right? You understand what I'm saying? It's like any other frame, it's going to get hidden anyways. So no, I can't cut anything straight, right? It's just, it's just that. Can you guys see well? Tippy down a wee bit here. I just thought this was such a really cool and unique find. And I really thought, wow, I was really surprised it wasn't a clock, to be honest with you, that this was just a frame. And it's pretty heavy, ceramic-y. I don't think it's resin. I think it is actual ceramic. At least that's what it looks like from where the chip was at, but we're gonna hide that chip anyways. You can also do like slick stick. I'm not a big fan of slick stick, but I know, that would cover it up. There's other products out there. I'm sure that would also help cover it up. But this chalk paint is working just dandy. Just fine. I just put my hand in that. So if you guys haven't been around here, go ahead and check out some of my other videos. If you don't know what the molded wood is, you can definitely see some of those. I did some new molds up tonight for some videos. So we're just waiting for those to cure. If you don't know what molded wood is, it's a bendable, flexible wood-based product, and it's like a paste form that you put into silicone molds, and then you can craft or use it on furniture to zhuzh it up. So give it a whirl. This, I love it. I love it just like this, you guys, but I do want to go gold with it. I think that'll be a really cool accent with this wood flower that I want to use. But I want to make it, I'm just going to put it on the glass, like I said, because I know that I'll be able to take that off of the glass easily with just using some hot glue. If you want it to be more permanent, obviously you would do something else, or maybe not even use the glass. You could use the cardboard or something like that instead, but that's what's going to work the best for me, I think, with what I want to do. I will do the back side of this too, just because I don't want that pink showing. Depending on where I wind up placing it, if it were to show, I think it would look silly seeing that. So we'll get that going too. Oh, almost missed that. Good thing I tipped it back because I almost missed that center part there. Sitting in a Walmart parking lot waiting on your granddaughter. What is she buying, Kathy? Or is she working? Yes, Josie. Hi, Josie. So let's just give this a little dry. So I'm not putting my fingers in it. What a transformation already, huh? You could go black and white, black and gray, whatever fits your home decor. All right, let's see if that's good enough for me to be able to. It'll just be slightly tacky, I think. I'm gonna use this piece of metal here that held that back part in to do this. You want the inside portion where that glass and stuff is gonna go, just in case I ever get to a point where I put something else in here and I won't have to touch it up if it were showing. Normally I wouldn't go into that detail area. I got to tip it forward so I can see. My eyes are getting crazy. Okay. Okay, okay. I think we're good. Then we're gonna just dry it up and then we're gonna get going on the gold side of it. Okay. Grocery shopping. Getting anything good? Food? Clothes? Yeah, mine are really bad anymore. I have a hard time reading more than I do anything. Like to use my third hand here sometimes, folks. Something real handy. Trying to do this a little quieter, but it's taking too long. We're gonna crank it up. Want to make sure it's dry because I really don't want that gold to blend into that. I'm actually gonna divert myself and try this other stuff first and see if I kind of like the way this um metallic wax rolls on it. This was from Hobby Lobby. It's a couple bucks. Let's see if I like that look where it's got the cream there still. And I just go over it with my finger. This isn't going to be a difficult makeover. Just don't know that I like. Hold on a second. Yeah, I don't actually like that gold because it's just too much for me. You see the difference? This is too bright. So that's the only reason I'm not going to roll with that. But that would have been a metallic wax that you could have just placed on there to enhance those edges and stuff. But let's just get back to what my original plan was. You could, I guess, go in here and maybe dry brush or highlight it on here. And I'll just show you what I mean by that. You see what I mean? But I think I want to actually go in here and give it a coat of this metallic. Still gonna have that little bit of undertone there on the cashew. So it doesn't have to necessarily be covered full. Okay. See what I'm getting at? Okay. I'm glad I went with that cashew because it's definitely a good undertone for this gold metallic. Metallics a lot of times are hard to just paint by themselves without having a base underneath it because it's metallic, right? And so it was going to be too translucent for me. Oh, and that area right there was not particularly dry. So it's kind of blending it in just what I didn't want it. So let me see. I'll go back to that spot. Super cute though. See how cool that's turning out? I mean, we're only 2 coats of paint. Okay. And then I'm going to give you guys that scrapbook paper idea again, and I'm going to show you what it would look like with this particular color and show you there's many, many, many things we can do with this. And that's why I want to use the glass to have that flower pop out of here because I think it's going to look really cool in a 3D effect. And it's going to cover the whole glass area. Okay. But I'm okay with that. As I had a smaller one originally, but I really like the blue because that goes with my decor. But you do you, as I always say, you do you. Okay. But I'll give you that. I'll just give you that look real quick once we get this dried up, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And that way, it's going to give me the option to come back and potentially turn this into something completely different, just simply by changing out, popping that off the piece of glass, right? Popping that hot glue that I use right off that piece of glass. Okay, let's dry it up. Okay, look at that. Well, I'm drying the front. I'll throw a little bit on the back here. I also crackled this. Oop, turn that off. All right. All right. Let me crank this up real high. Holy, put on there. You guys like the transformation thus far? Do you think it looks good? Okay. I think I'm going to come in. I think I'm gonna go brown. I was gonna do this gray or this blackish color, but I think I might go with the brown. And I was gonna do a luster. This is how I craft, y'all. I think on the fly. Okay. Put a little bit of tad water in because it's dry. Doesn't mean it's no good. So this is a metallic luster, and this is the iced espresso. Okay, so I'm gonna come in here and add a little bit of brown. See? Oopsies. Don't want to add too much water because then it becomes more translucent, which is not the look I'm going for, right? But if it is, then that's how you go. That's how you do it. And I went brown because I have brown in the inside of this wood flower. See how we're going? I want to get this darker. Okay. So you gotta just get it to the color and consistency that you're looking for. Whatever works for you. You can use a brush if you don't like to get in there with the nitty gritty like I do. Best tools right here. Best tools right here. Okay. That's cool. Hello. I don't know your name. So now we're just going to put a piece of glass back in, the back on. Oh, I got to turn my thingies out of the way. Okay. It's stuck in there like that. Again, use a piece of cardboard if you want. The sky is the limit on ideas with this. Oh, I was going to show you guys the piece of paper. Silly. Okay, like if you wanted to come in here and just put a piece of scrapbook paper in here, okay, you could definitely do something like that. I'm just going to use this flower. Okay. And this is going to cover the entire part of it, so it's just going to go like this, okay? And that's why I'm just using hot glue. And I'm not going to use a lot. I'm going to let it, because this is really hot, I can see it. Let it cool down for a second. I don't want to shatter it. Okay. And there we have it. I'm going with this pop of blue because blue is what I have different tones of blue, mostly navy, and I'm pulling in a little bit of this lighter powdery blue type thing to as an accent color. And I have gold accents in my home and in brown. So this is what I'm using for myself. Yes, this is one of those. Well, actually, I don't know that it's wood. It's one of those. What is the name of those flowers? My gosh, so something. So y'all help me out. I didn't buy it. It was a gift to me, so I'm not really sure. Solo wood. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Okay. You could also go, I have the other ones here. I just decided for myself the blue is what I liked. I liked the size of the flower too because it hit the entire spot, but I can give you guys some other options just by showing you here a little bit, like if you wanted to go with this color to have that pop out, that would have been pretty. Or this one, that would have been pretty. You could have gone with white. This one was just a little bit too smaller than I liked. So, but you could have paired it with some other ones if you wanted to fill it in a little bit. You could have paired them with a couple different ones. You could also do something in the greens. See where we're going with this? And then there's even this one here that's a little bit more of your teal turquoise look. So, and then the bright colors. This I feel like is going to go great with what I want to decorate it with. And the reason again, pop pop it off, change it out with something else. You could do it seasonally if you wanted to, but it would be really cute for a photo of your kids, your family, something memorable or special to you. Um, Quite frankly, I think I'm going to have to ask my sister for a piece of rice paper because I was thinking of going with something country in here, but I just don't have anything that small from her right now. So, being that my sister does rice papers, I can ask for something special and then have what I need for my own decor. So, I hope that you guys liked this little quick thrift flip for less than a couple bucks, less than $3, say with paint and flour. We've transformed this into something really cool. I think I'm gonna do like a horse or a barn, Beth. So when we do that, we can switch it out and we can show you guys how cool it turns out as a picture frame as well. And you can just keep changing the paints on here if you want. Sky's the limit, you guys. Y'all have a great rest of your evening. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. And make sure you guys click the subscribe button and shop my website at creativecraftingbykatie.com. You'll see everything in the descriptions. Have a great, wonderful day. Bye.